Hey.
What's up, y'all?
Happy
Spring.
Spring has sprung.
April.
It's almost over.
It is almost over. It's almost May. Which means
Can't snap with this hand.
it's almost summer. That's what that means. Summer. That's what that means.
What's that mean to you?
For me, I like spring. It's not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite season of all time, for real, to be honest. But it reminds me a little bit of fall because of the temperature of how fall is when it's fall. Like 80-degree weather, perfect weather for me. Every time I'm going on vacation, I want 80-degree weather. It's the perfect weather.
Minimal humidity.
Minimal humidity. 80 to 85.
No.
I even give you. I even give you.
Yeah.
I give you 78. 78 to 85. 85 is pushing it though. 85 is like I'm starting to sweat.
I say 80.
Preferably 80.
You might have missed a little.
Now, when I go on vacation and it's 90 degrees, you're suffering. You're not even on vacation. You're basically in a microwave.
I mean, where do you want to go for a vacation?
Maybe somewhere near ocean, because I feel like when it's near an ocean, it'll be hot, but it's still like kind of 80-degree weather.
That's my ideal place to go vacation. It's just,
yeah.
I like water. I like laying out by a beach. I like getting lunch and I can feel the wind from the ocean.
Right.
Like off the ocean or just water, really.
What's your ideal vacation?
That or you know, I like a cabin.
I mean, cabins are nice. I mean, they're nice.
No.
They don't get me wrong. No. Cabins are nice.
Wait, didn't he just ask me?
I asked the people, actually. I was asking the people, like, what's your ideal? You know, you told me to do that. I was asking the people. Yeah, I can ask you too.
I answered.
I can ask you too. You answer.
Listen, why do I like a cabin? Because I like the hot tub outdoors.
Hot tubs are a nice plus, I might add.
If it's cold enough outside at night to have a hot tub outside,
yeah,
I'm pretty happy. I also like a city vacation too, and just exploring like a downtown situation.
I love renting bikes downtown and then riding bikes.
Specifically, he loves
in an unknown downtown area.
He loves Nashville.
Nashville was such a great time. Oh my God, I had so much fun in Nashville.
Nashville is fun to just explore and not have a plan.
It really is.
You don't need a plan to go to Nashville. You just need a bike.
Just travel on the bike. We ended up running into an accidental speakeasy.
Yeah.
In Nashville, just because Nashville's just that great. We need to go on another city trip on a bike. But you know what? Every downtown's not like Nashville.
You don't need to be on a bike in every downtown.
No,
let me tell you.
Because I don't think I want to get a bike and ride downtown here.
Or home.
Or in Louisville. No, not really. Yeah.
That's not a vacation. If you do. Maybe
Midtown. Maybe if you like took a bike and like rode down Midtown. I think what it is too is that the traffic. I think there's traffic in Nashville, but it's not like here.
There's not a good spot for you to ride a bike.
But we was riding our bikes on the sidewalk in Nashville. But you know, I think they had wide sidewalks.
And they had so many spots to rent a bike. Like, I feel like it was like made for it.
Right,
like,
right.
They had so many spots where you could just rent a bike that I feel like they were like, okay, this city is rideable.
Yeah. You know, we haven't explored all of downtown Atlanta yet. Like, we could probably go like around SCAD and like Georgia Tech and all that stuff. Is Georgia Tech or Georgia Tech?
No.
It's one of those, you know, but we haven't rolled around those areas. So maybe we can walk around them.
I still am not from here. Like, I mean, obviously. Yeah. But like some people, they move a place and they're like, oh, I know all about a place. I don't know all about this city.
I mean, we know a good amount. We've been there for 4 years. About to be 5.
But I've also minded my business quite a bit.
Yeah, this is true.
And I don't mind the rate at which I'm
exploring your surroundings, your
immersing myself into this environment. You know what I'm saying?
What cities do y'all feel like y'all had the best vacation in?
Let me know, because I'm ready to go on like a road trip. Actually, I want to take him to Miami.
Miami sounds fun.
I want you to go. I really think you'll like it.
Can you ride a bike in Miami?
Yeah. You can, but why? It's a lot. It's kind of wild. But at the same time, you're kind of wild.
I am kind of wild.
Some people...
I like to do wild and crazy things.
Some people, I think, it's just not their vibe, but I think also they're just not super fun people.
I'm gonna have fun everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Any and everywhere I go, we're gonna have a ball. Baby.
I think if you're going somewhere...
Ball, baby. Ball.
That's what I... Some people go places hoping for a certain experience.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not open enough to have that experience.
Right.
We went to something recently and we looked around and people were just like not having fun. People right now are not used to having a good time anymore.
Or maybe they're just scared to have a good time. Like, I feel like people want to have a good time. Like, no matter what, people, when they go, because that's the whole purpose of going out. You're not going to go out and not have a good, like, you're not going to go out and intentionally just like get dressed up, get all dolled up, put out your best shoes, you know, and then not have fun.
People are going out, getting all dressed up, and then they get to the place.
This is true.
And they're just sitting.
It's too that like, at any given moment, if you stand up and do something crazy, somebody can instantly just start recording you. Instantly just start. I feel like that makes people scared because like at any given moment you could go viral unintentionally.
That is a thing, but also people are afraid to be people.
What do you feel like it means to be a people?
To be a people?
To be a people.
What I think is being able to express yourself in your own body. Like, express the essence of you. Like, I've been like this myself before too. Not right now so much, but I think, you know, that's where a lot of work comes in, like self-work. It can be scary to just be yourself because people are so used to judging you publicly on the internet now.
Yeah.
If you don't open yourself up to that,
yeah, then
it can be scary. But it also, at the same time though, it's like if we don't make a shift as people to start having a good time collectively and like stop with the bull, then like we're never gonna have fun.
Like, if you was scrolling down your social media and then you saw a video of you just doing whatever, like, would that make you feel uncomfortable?
Probably, but us being on the internet already, I'm already expecting that one day. I feel like we chose this to a degree.
This is true. I guess we can't even really...
I'm not saying that...
We can't even really be a voice of the people because we're not average people who don't even have a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that something about me that I wouldn't want on the internet wouldn't make me uncomfortable. But I'm saying that at the same time, I feel like I've kind of surrendered to it.
Yeah.
And I can do my best to keep a certain image on the internet. But the thing is, too...
Surrender to the internet.
The thing is that I think me and you do a fairly good job of being the same person on the internet as in person.
Yeah.
To where it shouldn't hurt as much. I think some people go on the internet and they try to be a completely different person, which is cool because you have a chance to just be something else.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's less scary if you try to be the same across the board. Because no matter who... If they film you in public, if they film you in public twerking,
yeah,
but I twerk
on my channel
already, then like, does it matter? Some people don't want to eat on camera. If they see me on our channel stuffing my face and not being really, you know, prim and proper, to see if I do that in person, then it's like, but I've already seen her do that, so it's not a big deal.
So like, so it sounds like internet branding is something that like all people are gonna just have to be able to align their real reality and their internet reality. Not
that I'm saying like be like her, but think about like Kourtney Kardashian, like, and Travis. I always think of the wrong Travis last name. Travis Barker. They're all over the internet and Hulu and all this stuff, you know, kissing and doing whatever. And it's like disruptive, but at the same time, if you see them doing that in public now,
that's what they do. You'll see them like, oh, that's what I saw them do on TV.
And the thing is that they owned it. All the talk has already happened.
Yeah.
The judgment's already happened.
Right.
You know, like... Why
do you feel like we, as people, are afraid of judgment? Because, like, if we weren't afraid of judgment, then it wouldn't even matter what we put on the internet versus what we did in reality.
Want my real answer?
Sure.
Religion.
Oh, it's get deep, people. Religion. Okay, so why you think religion? Oh, because you know the ultimate judgment is like heaven versus hell. Period.
I mean, not the ultimate, but to the masses of people, I'd say most people identify as religious, even if they don't in their heart feel that way. I mean, me personally, I feel like growing up in church and stuff, I feel like judgment was like the base of my life.
Really?
I mean, yeah, and that's why when I met you, it was hard to be me.
Yeah, I didn't grow up in church, so
it's helpful though that he didn't grow up in church, because not saying that church is bad or nothing, but
no,
there's like
bad. I don't think it's bad.
There's factors to every institution that you're a part of,
right.
Whether it's college, whether it's church, whether it's a jail, whether it's like these different organizations and institutions where like you learn a culture.
Yeah,
right.
That's very true.
And so church is one of those things where it's like, I know there's good in it. There's places and there's ways where it can be intended to have good, but in a way, I feel like a lot of people base how they judge somebody off of that. Like, when people say you're gonna be a hoe or something like that, where'd you learn that?
Right.
Where'd you learn that someone can be a hoe?
Right.
Can I say that? Can I say hoe on YouTube?
I think you can say hoe on YouTube. To me, a hole is just like, you know, a circle in the ground. You know what I'm saying? It has a little depth.
A hole, but not a hoe.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when I was like younger and I first heard the word hoe, I was like, she's a hoe. And I'm like, the first thing I thought about was like Looney Tunes and like Bugs Bunny falling down a hole in the ground. And I'm like, what does that mean? And that's from my understanding when I was younger. So it's like, what is a hoe? I mean, I guess it all goes down to like culture between men and women. Because I guess it goes all the way back to like virginity. You know, like if you were deflowered, then you were looked at as unvaluable.
Yeah, but why?
Exactly.
Like, if you really think about it,
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with your, like, the concept of even like being like deflowered.
Yeah.
You're still a human at the end of the day, regardless. So it's like all these concepts of like judgment. I mean, people are trying not to be judged so that they can, like, I guess really, like, they can be accepted into some type of something else, whether that's heaven, whether that's acceptance of families, whether that's acceptance of a job they want to get. Like, they don't want to be judged by the next group.
Culture of an institution.
So, like...
Yeah, because like you said, you end up becoming a part of the institution, and then you end up
abiding by those rules.
You end up fusing yourself with the culture of that institution, and then you take it outward, like wherever else you go. You know, you go
reflect,
and you go into the church. You take the culture of the church out into the world. You know, you go to college. You take the culture of the college. You take it out into the world. You know, it's like all the things that you like lived. You might not do exactly what you saw at the church out in public, or exactly what you saw at school or in college out in public, but you're still going to be like, you're still going to hit with flashes of inspiration from those past moments and experiences where you did experience the culture from the church and the college.
Especially if you don't know anything else. Like, if you are deep in an environment and then you go out to the world, it's like, I've been watching, like, sometimes I watch these like Amish shows just to kind of understand, because they are isolated from society like completely. Yeah. So when they go out into the world,
literally doing their own thing, and it's
like an extreme example, obviously, because they have their own community.
Right.
But like when they go out into the world, they're like, oh my God, like, and what they know of life is what they've been taught. So I get it's like an extreme example, but like realistically, like if you... I
mean, it's kind of not, because it's still relative to the human experience of all human beings on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Whether you be whether you're an Amish or 7-Day Latter Saint, what was it called? The
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yes.
But like, you're saying 7-Day Adventist.
I think I'm fusing both of them. I'm fusing both of them. Yeah. But like, whether you're part of that culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like different cultures for every group of people based on every institution that humans are involved with. So it's not really that far-fetched to compare their experience to ours or to the average person.
Judgment. People are afraid of being judged.
If it could be found in every institution, is judgment a natural occurrence almost kind of like a consequence of having groups of as having like groups involved in a culture. Like, say for example, you got a group of people in a church, they're going to judge you based off the culture of the church. You got a group of people in college, they're going to judge you based off of the culture, based on the group of people in college.
I think judgment is natural when it comes to groups, because to group is kind of to already isolate.
Yeah, you are isolating people outside the group. Because
once you're in a group, the group is usually created by similarities of mindsets or characteristics or qualities of the people in that group. Like, maybe these are all the redheads. Maybe these are all the people who identify as Christian. Maybe all people identify as straight or gay or whatever, you know? So it's like...
or black or white or Hispanic or just like all groups.
And then those groups have their own mindsets based on their own lived experiences. So the judgment that we see on the internet comes from these different groups. Mm-hmm. All speaking at once to discuss what we're doing, what you're doing.
And you know what, for real, and to be honest, the internet... because we're on the internet and everybody's on the internet, like with the social media and stuff, we are exposed to an unprecedented amount of judgment based on all of these different groups. You know what I'm saying? Because like you have access to black people, white people, Hispanic people, church people, religious people, college people, people who are like in all kind of different walks of life, and all of these people could judge you because they all could see your profile pic. Whereas like before, there was no internet, you was just kind of if you was with the Amish, then you just kind of with the Amish, and that's it. You know, you're not being exposed to all these different groups of people who can see you and have their own judgment from their own cultural experiences and put it on you once they see your profile.
I think it's important though to know that these people have been existing.
Right.
Even if they were existing in the shadows.
Right.
They just now have a platform to share. I mean, a lot of people who are speaking on the internet, who are judging, would never tell you to your face. And I think that's something to note.
Yeah.
I think it helps me sleep at night.
Yeah.
I know we haven't like blown up on the internet yet, but one day, I think it's worth us sharing the fact that we're trying to be vulnerable and open to the internet to like make it kind of safe again to be yourself and do normal things sometimes, because people are trying to flex so hard on the internet that people are also afraid of just living a regular life.
Not flexing.
Like, we're sitting in our car right now not doing anything on the internet.
On the internet.
And it's okay. You know, we don't have to always be in Paris. We don't have to always be in a mansion.
No.
If we want to do those things, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I think like just making real life accessible again is a really good start of decreasing judgment. I
also feel like people do this because I feel like they only put, you know, going to Paris or going to, you know, some luxurious resort or something like that on the internet, because I feel like there was a period of time on social media where people were talking about their bad times, talking about their negative experiences, talking about this and talking about that, and then it was met with backlash, because then people would be like, you don't need to be putting all your business on social media, and that encourages only positivity being posted on the internet, as opposed to, you know, them putting their full selves, because once they put their negative experiences on the internet, then they're being technically, I guess, judged for putting their business out on the internet.
Well, the people who are putting their business out there need an outlet. I mean, it's realistically just like a cry for help.
It really is a cry for help.
Think about like in the think about like right now we have like social media and it's like broad, right?
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the internet, we had like chat rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, and people were expressing themselves to people across the world on chat rooms, and it was private. And they had that space. Yeah. Then they went to like Twitter and all that, and MySpace, and they started making things like public.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the internet was a space for people to be able to express to somebody that wasn't just in their face with their own ideals. They had to go around they went on the internet to find somebody who could think like them and have them feel like they were normal and accepted.
Right.
So the internet is a space for that. It is an outlet for that. It's just that people now misuse the internet. Yeah. But the thing is that on the internet too, it's so big that there's people on the internet who are not misusing it as well, and you gotta find those people.
Would you say judging others is a misuse of internet? Because like that, I feel like that's kind of because like because like the people who don't want to put those negative experiences, negative posts, they don't do it because they felt judged. Do you feel like that is an example of misuse of internet?
I think there's not really. I'd say that then overall there's probably not a misuse of internet, because I think it's just, the internet just is. Yeah. It's like a playground.
Right.
You know?
But so then it's up to us to cultivate a culture of the internet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, not up to us.
I mean, us, not me and you, but just us as a humanity to cultivate the internet to where it can be a safe space for people to feel like they can express their negative and their positive self.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to us, I think we're going to help with that. But I think that people just need to try to make spaces as comfortable as they can doing their part. And I know that sounds cliche, but at the same time, it's like, if everybody is like fake on the internet, then people are going to go to the internet thinking it's a fake place, when it could just be. That's why I love vlogs, so you can see like what I made for breakfast, and it's regular. You can see, you know what I'm saying? You can see the regular days of me going to the grocery store and like.
No, I think you're right, because like if I go on Instagram and all I see is people being happy and people doing this and all that other stuff, then it kind of makes me feel like, oh, this is, one, it will make me feel like this is not real because everybody's not happy all the time, or two, it'll start making me be in my feelings of thinking, oh, I'm not living that life right now, so maybe I'm not happy. I guess it also gives you kind of like false indications of what it means to be happy or what positivity actually is, because you see people posting about it. But I guess that's where knowledge of self comes in. Great talk.
I guess this was just about knowledge of self.
Yeah, it's all about knowledge of self.
So anyways.
But thanks for chatting with us, in the car. Have a nice little car chat.
A little car chat. We didn't even have a snack.
No, we didn't even have a snack, but this was fun though.
Alright, y'all. So anyways, we're gonna go to the gym. Yeah, have a nice day. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening and chatting with us. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We would love to have more topics to talk about with you all.
And let me know your thoughts on this, because this is just us free flowing, to be real.
Yeah.
Bye. I love ya.